Hello everybody, and welcome back to Oakbridge. It's December. I think we've got to work out in the field doing the ploughing there. Work is heavy today. They've been keeping the shop topped up. We've got a few bits that we will need to do, but I have leased the nearest I can find to a 10,000 litre trailer without going over, because we'll keep a bit of stuff back for our animals. Oh dear, too heavy on that, weren't I? Now reverse. Very busy off camera prepping for this. Let's get over that side a bit and straighten it up. Or not straighten it up. Wrong way. Try a bit more. That's better. Good start. Right. Off with the barley. I've got a Massey Ferguson trailer. Quite happy with that trailer. Decent. No. So the plan for the episode is, should probably look at prices. That would help. Barley. $3.68. Oakbridge stores or the general store. So we're going to see if we can send these kiddies off. Not load and deliver. Let's go just go deliver. Okay, interesting. We could probably have a play around with them actually. Don't really do it as a rule, but let's give that a go. Well, they're off. Off and eager. See how they get on. I've got in this ready to go. I've managed to load up all of the wool and some of the hay from the haystack. I'm going to leave a bit in there. We have started. I'll leave a bit in there because they might want to use it. They've got the small bales of hay to feed, but it can be used during the next year, and they don't need to worry too much about making the hay for a good long time. That's my plan. A little bit dark for 9:30 in the morning, but the sun's coming up. So what else is on today's agenda? I think we're going to focus on the hay, the wool. I've got some bales of straw to clear out as well. Again, leaving a few to keep it going. Animals is going to be my focus, to see if we can just thin out the herds a little bit so they're not pressed over the course of the next year. They'll be taking over in January. The new tenant farmers will lease them the land and they'll take over. But we don't want to put too much pressure on them. Give them time to build up their stocks. We'll be there to oversee living in the house, but I don't want to push them too far. Now, I need to make sure I can get out of here. And I need to drop that. Not that. I'm gonna need my thing, ain't I? There we go. Little bit of that done. So that looks like a bale drop. Nothing yet from our first delivery. Nice little touch with the disc there. Yeah, so obviously less than 2,000 for a full load, so I don't think there's much point as being too worried about focusing on clearing any hay out. We'll be better off using it for feed, really. Don't you think? Right. Lots to do. Next, I guess we could drop this off and then the bales, where we're going to take the bales to. Then we can focus on the animals while we run a bit of a test on the workers. That big field's getting ploughed. I attempted to look at mulching the ones that we'd already sorted out over at the other farm. That's not really going to work. They're not having it at all, and I'm hoping that nearly all of the gates are open so there's no issues. Again, as I said last episode, I do not understand why AI can't open a gate for itself. Sort of removes the intelligence side of it for me. I would have thought they'd be getting close to delivering. Or have they? No, we've made about 6 grand. It was about 610,000. When that damn wall. There we go. I might need to look at the map just to check where the worker is. And I need to remember to check the dried corn. Nice, nicely done. Let's knock that one. not that one. No, back out of here. Oh, we've got a map here. No, no. Interesting. Should we check and see what's happening? Just having a bit of a meltdown. That's not what we want. Try again. Great job, deliver. You can loop this time, why not? General store, start, off you go. Yeah? You okay with that? Right. What was I doing? Yes, that was it. So, nearly took Godfrey out. I've got these ready to go, and I've left us a good healthy amount. That should last them throughout the year, so whatever they've got from this coming year, we'll keep them running through that. Straw, where's best for straw? Again, it's not going to be big money, is it? 49. Greenhouse is a bit pointless. Garden centre seems perfect to me. Off we go. Which way is the garden centre? It's... I remember. Yeah, we're on the way there. That's good. Very good. Should be dropping off in a moment. We'll be paying a fair bit in wages today, but might not actually see any profit out the day, if I'm honest. But that's business, isn't it? Although, to be fair, there's a fair bit to get dealt with. Well, they'll be fine going forward because they've got pretty much all the equipment they need, barring a tedder. But they've got backup of hay. There's a good, all those bales, there's loads, and probably 25,000 litres just sitting in that haystack for them as well. Here we go. Delivery made. That's alright, that's alright. Now, moving the animals, I'm going to have to use my magic stick, as we know it doesn't go very well in that the trailers get stuck if we try to take trailers to our animal areas. I think we might thin out the chickens as well, but what I will do is do one sort of animal per load, just to keep it a bit more sensible. I'm not going to chuck everything in on one go. you wouldn't do it in real life. You would stick a load of chickens and pigs together in a wagon, would you? No, go straight in. Let's see what we get for this. 70,000 litres actually, that's not bad, is it? I mean, it's only 30-40 quid per 1,000 litre, but everything has to be sniffed at too much. Where's the... Oh, there we go. That identically the same money that we've just had. Now, worker's on its way back. Interesting. They're blocked on something, so I'll go and get them set up and probably look at... Oh, well, I'll see you back. I'm a bit too quick there, haven't I? I'll see you back down at the farm. I think we'll start with a bit of animal action next. In fact, let's just attempt something. Hold up. What are you doing there? I'm stuck on that house. Interesting. In a not interesting but frustrating way. Let's give this a test. Create a job. Load and deliver. Was that all the dried corn? So we can't go to... Oh, we can't get from our... It turns out we can't go from our silo, which is strange. Right, I'll get this loaded up, send them off. And get some other bits done. I shall come back to you momentarily. Ooh. I'd nearly forgot about the goat milk, so I've just loaded all of that up with the eggs and honey. Decent amount of goat milk. Plenty milk. I'm gonna have to check on that worker, aren't I? I don't know where they are. They've dropped the sorghum off. Just need to find out where on earth they are now. There we go. Eventually the button worked. Ooh, yeah. 25 grand. Wowzers. What we got in here as well? That's still running. We'll have to leave that for last then. That's not going to get done very quickly, is it? But it's, I think I can see, we're stuck in the same point again, aren't we? Okay. The dry corn's not going to get done. We'll sell what we've got, what's left. Oh, come on, love. You're normally tip-top with the work. Okay. Interesting. But they are getting things sold. My word, I didn't think we'd be up to 650,000. Good progress being made here. What time are we at? 11 o'clock. Tell you what, this could end up being the last episode. I need to move the milk as well from the milking barn. Don't think there'll be that much there, to be fair though. Sorghum's fine, sunflowers, not worth it. Is that it? Linseed. Who is going to offer the best price on linseed? General store seems to be killing it. So let's try again. Great job. Deliver. General store. Don't loop this time. Just go and do it. He's gone. Right. Next. And animals. Where the Londini fit? Yeah, they got plenty of stuff to keep them going on that. They've got seeds, fertiliser. I'll still use this trailer for immersion purposes. Now, what should we take first? Let's go and have a look at chickens, shall we? Get that area dealt with then. Maybe they can do the dry corn, really. We've done that quite a while ago. We've gone through all of November and not only got the 10,000 litres, so that's definitely something to check. Now, some stats for you. Over 300 hours I've clocked just on this map alone. I don't know what game total in general, I didn't check, but 300 hours just on this map, which is pretty mental. There's a bit of wood chip in here, and that I'm not going to bother. Just leave that. Have I left that gate open? Yes, I did. Good. And hopefully in the back of here, just see it. Is our stick. Right, animals. Somewhere around here, I think. Right, 70. If you're 32 months old, can we not move them? Or do we need to drop that? Does this not take chickens? sure that takes chickens. Herdsman stick, ABC, yeah it is. No chickens. They'll just have to feed the chickens then. In that case, let's look at pigs. Has the worker dropped that off? Yes, they have. Go to, where's the go to? Ooh, no, we can't load from there, can we? Go to... Get your sen back down... here. And we'll go and move some piggies. Or should we? No, actually, let's get the finishing barn sorted. Do. We've done we've done all the sunflowers. That was a big haul for us. That's a lovely spot to be. Somewhere. There it is. It's definitely there somewhere. They're about to get stuck. Somewhere around. Ooh. We could take all of these, can't we? Move to the trailer, that's the key that we were looking for. And we'll put the babies in. Should we put the babies in, or should we go straight to the store and then come back? We'll go straight to the store because we're making good time there. I can just have a quick check on anything in here. I don't want to keep them in there for too long, but what have we got? That's pretty much done then, isn't it, really? 4,000 of sorghum to keep them going. Sunflowers, we've got barley, there's a bit of linseed. Now, load. This is not going to work, but let's give it a go. They've got plenty of I need to find out who takes dried corn, don't we? There's a fair bit of slurry and stuff for them to get chucked down, isn't there? Dried corn. Everybody's happy for a bit of dried corn, but price wise it's farm store bay 2. Load from the corn crib, going to farm bay store 2. No looping. I thought that would be the case. I fully expected that. There's nothing in the field, so if they do decide to drive over the fields, that won't be an issue. La da 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 da. Ooh. And then deliver to now. They should be fine to go. Interesting. I wouldn't have gone that way myself. Mate, you're making me very worried about leaving you guys in charge. That is not going to work. That's proper stuck now, isn't it? Okay, I'm going to have to get the telehandler in on that. Telehandler, we haven't got one. The skid steer on that. Not to worry. I'll come back to that later though, because I've left those cows milling about. Let's go see Katie. I'm surprised we can't get rid of the chickens, but hey ho. So over here on the left we need to check the pigs. I think they're pretty much full, and if that's the case we're going to have to move as many as possible because they're going to breed and eat no matter what the price is. Beef cattle, I don't think that will be full. We'll have a look at the sizes, how much space there is to go. Goats, I think there's plenty of space in the goats. However, even if it's not, they're just eating hay, which we've got plenty of, and there's loads of meadow grass there for them, so I don't think we need to worry about the goats. The sheep, that might be a bit of a question, and we need to get the milk moved. The bilking cows I think we should be fine with. I think there's plenty of space still for them, but again we'll have to check. Times are ticking now. Might have to put a bit of a musical interlude in. I suppose we can do. I don't. Right. Lovely. That's alright actually, 12 grand. It does take a while, doesn't it? But maybe on Kinlake, if we do a horse. You need to do more than one horse, don't you? You have got the job of actually exercising them though. We'll find out. I've not been on Kinlake yet. It should be my intention. Right. Cue some music. I'll do a quick bit of tidying up work. Okay, that was frustrating. Let's see if this works. Or it could be a problem with the shop. It's a problem with the shop. It was taking milk before though. Milk. The dairy or the market stall. Or the other where's the other dairy? I mean, it's not as much money, but that's where we'll have to go. Where is it? Somewhere over there. Oh. This is time I didn't want to be spending. That was quite frustrating. There's nothing to say that this will actually sell either. We could be hitting a new bug. Fingers crossed we're not going to get as much money for it though. But needs must. I've got this thing at the bottom there. I think it's up that way then, is it? Yeah, Mum. You're the big dog. You've got the energy, the HP. At least we've got a full tank here, although. I've never been to this dairy, so I didn't even know there was a dairy on the map. So there's something new, even at episode 113. I'm going to be sad to leave this map. Not just because the staff seem to be suddenly having an absolute... Some of them don't seem up to scratch. It could be my teachings though. Okay. Doesn't look like a dairy. That is a milk tank though, isn't it? There we go. Right, there isn't a full tanker left, but at least we'll get an idea of how much this does pay. It's alright, it's alright. Take that. Right, I'll go and get the other bit and then sell that, and then we'll be on to the animals. Okay, right. 18 of 50. I don't think there's any need to get rid of any of these milkers. They can continue through. Have a quick look at the sheep. Oh, that's full. Okay, so we're going to need some sheep. We're going to bring the cows over in a minute, aren't we? So let's get these young cows out. I wasn't expecting us to have to move sheep, but there you go. Of course that shuts as soon as I go through it. You can visualise that we're herding these through. Of 25, there's no need for messing about with this. Into the pen for these youngsters. Let's go and have a look at the sheep situation first, because that's Ah. Try and go over then. I did not think that would be the case. Ooh. Should we go anything over 12 months, I suppose, then? I'll load these up and then... because you'll be seeing this repeated all over again in a moment, won't you? And then we'll check the goats and the pigs. I think we're going to need to clear a few of the pigs out. I'm sure the pigs are full. Let's go see Katie. $32. Oh yeah, 700 grand, that was 20 odd grand. 20,000 pounds of sheeps. Right, let's get the best foot forward. In fact, I'll see you down there. Okay, moment of truth. We are literally at the end of the series because there's not really much else. I'm very, very happy with what we've managed to do in the 100 episodes. Yeah, get another 90 in there. Plenty room, bruv. It's going to be a shame to leave it. But I mean, when we just have a look at the changes that have been made, how much space we now have, literally just finishing up. Not a huge amount, a few bits changed around here. This has evolved over time quite well, but we've kept the traditional edge for it. Managing to keep these when you think there was a little chicken shed. This was just wasteland really, wasn't it, before, that we've managed to build on. We've got the house that we'll still be living in. Plenty of land to go on. I have to say I'm quite happy with what we've done. And, you know, oh, there you go, nearly missed that. nearly. But yeah, we've certainly made the mark on Oakbridge. Is there a potential to come back in the future? Of course there is. However, Kinlake calls, and soon next year Oxy will be dropping his new map, which I'm very much looking forward to. It looks absolutely fantastic. But it's been 113 episodes. The target was to retire with 500 grand in the bank. We've smashed that. And for those of you that have come along on the whole journey, thank you ever so much. It means a lot to me. I know there's plenty of other content creators out there doing wonderful things. I'm glad you've chosen to come with this. And I hope to see you on the next one, obviously. I'm going to be recording, I'm going to be setting up for that pretty much as soon as I've finished this. There's a lot to set up. I'm thinking I'm going to have to strip every mod out, start afresh, and I'm going to go blind into Kinlake and then make a plan after episode 1. That's my theory, because I've not actually been on the map and had a look around it. I've got a vague idea of what the plan of the storyline will be. I hope. Right. The final sale. No, we're selling. I think we got a fair bit of money's worth here, you know. Lovely. 738 grand. A farm ready to go for the new tents. And I think we've got everything done. All that's left for me to say, as the snow is ready to fall, and I'm ready to have a Christmas party down the pub with the staff. And with that money, I'm off to the Caribbean for Christmas. I do hope you've enjoyed the episode and the series. If you have, please hit the like button. If you've not subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button to stay up to date with all the new series as it comes forward. And until the next time, thank you so much for watching, and bye bye for now.